everybody. This is Arcus, also known as Scott for Rise of Lost Legends, and I wanted to let you know that a little bit of change has happened as far as our crowdfunding for Rise of Lost Legends. So we are going to be going over to GameFound, and we will try to get that page up as soon as we can. So yeah, just sit back, enjoy the show, and we'll get into Rise of Lost Legends.
Destiny takes with dice in hand and hearts aflame. We craft our fates, we write our name through ancient lands, through skies untold. Every step our legend unfolds. The roll of fate is in our grasp. With every chance we rise or crash in the game of gods and men. We begin the quest. The dungeon deep, the dragon's lair. In every battle we choose to dare. From tavern halls to mountain peaks, the dice will speak. The bold it seeks, one chance to turn the tide of fate. With every roll we choose our weight. In a world where dreams take flight, we'll stand together. We face the gate through fire, ice, and endless
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Rise of Lost Legends Real Play podcast. I am Scott, your storyteller for tonight, also known as Arcus over here on Twitch. And tonight we have playing with us. Oh,
Deanna
hold on. Can we start over just a little bit? I, for some reason, forgot to unmute the Discord capture. So, Barr'kyrr, can
How
you go over
dare
again?
you? How dare you?
The jank is real.
Womp womp. The jank is always real. All right.
So,
All right. From the top.
Yep.
On TS, I am playing Barr'kyrr.
I am Phoenix Flare or Drew or Andrew, whatever, and I'm playing Thrain Ironheart.
I'm Deanna, playing Seras Ishtar.
I am Grace. No, I am Garnet Sky playing Grace. There you go.
I'm Jesus. I'm playing as Vito Felt or FFS for short.
and last where we left off, you had a dead goblin on your hands.
No, not Gobbygoo.
It wasn't my fault, I swear.
Well, it actually wasn't.
Yep, and it is still currently night. I think I wanted.
Wrong
Yep.
spot.
So,
Let's see.
and y'all are still currently at the guardhouse, which is currently, let's say,
I really looked it up.
yeah, it makes sense if it's close to the town hall. Currently here.
Could be.
And you are all still talking with get to her name. Sorry about this. Where'd she go? Captain Elira. No, Captain Elira Venn. She looks at all of you and goes, so, let me get this straight. There has been... No, you come here with a trade caravan that gets attacked by goblins. You bring a goblin into my town, and then he ends up dead. This is highly unusual. It almost killed one of my gods. Which, and she looks over at you, Fido, and says, by the by, whatever you did, thank you. But
You're welcome.
there seems to be something more sinister going on. And I need your help.
For the right price, obviously.
She sees the Mercenaries Guild badges and she goes, obviously.
Okay.
Wait a minute. So we've got a dead goblin. We got a crazy dream. There's some little stranger dude that wants to meet us in the morning. And now Elira wants more help.
Well, she wants us to investigate.
So are any of these connected? Like helping Elira with the dead goblin? And we can do two birds with one stone kind of thing?
Honestly,
Because that's
This-
4 tasks and I'm good at one at a time.
It's you're not so good at math, so it's 3.
I'm sorry. I'm not so good at maths.
Confused with math too.
It's all right. It happens.
That's why I have math rocks.
Math
Yes.
rocks.
Math rocks are very interesting. You play lots of games with them.
Huh.
They teach you math. And other things. Help you with life experiences. But mostly math.
Alright. So, I assume you want us to figure out what was up with the whole goblin situation.
Yes. Though this is kind of a delicate matter, and we are stretched rather thin. I mean, I only have a handful of people, and I can't send them off going to various places, but you all seem pretty adept of what you're doing.
I like to think so.
I mean, I'm good at getting it done, but we got to pick what we want to get done.
I
Well, I
vote
don't
for...
think we can do a whole lot tonight with the investigation.
I think
And
honestly,
quite
the thing
frankly,
we do-
Mysterious Stranger, we could tell him we have another obligation. We can get to him later.
we don't
We can
even know
always hear
what
him
the
out in the
mysterious
morning.
stranger wants. So I suggest we go to bed, like meet with mysterious guy. Then I think the first thing we do when it comes to the goblin sitch is we have to backtrack to where they ambushed us. Then see from there if we can find their hideout.
We could. Plus, the
What
letter
do you
did
think,
say it wasn't urgent.
By the by, outside you can hear the town starting to wake up.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah. Oh,
I
sorry.
will say
It's
this:
dawn.
you all have had at least 6.5, 7 hours of sleep. I will consider it a full rest. But it's like she grabbed you guys pre-dawn, so
Sorry.
it's okay. So, what is your plan?
I say we find out what this mysterious stranger wants. Let him know we've got your obligation. And start the investigation on
The
who
goblin.
murdered this goblin for you. Because I'm quite sure he was only going to get assigned to a labor camp for what he
Well,
did.
I
At
trust
least
that
that's the usual.
I trust that I place this in good hands. Do what you
Of
need.
course.
I will back up whatever you decide.
Thank you.
She
I'll get back to you within probably 3 hours.
right, and I'll make sure that this scene is preserved.
Right? And you, sir, need to be getting home to your family. I'm
Oh,
saying that to the guard.
The guard that was poisoned.
If he
He
hasn't
is
already left.
no, he is currently sleeping it off in another room. Even with all the healing, wyvern poison takes a toll on the body.
Yeah.
So, are you all heading out and possibly heading back to the Crimson Pike, or what are you doing?
I say we head back to the Crimson Pike and have the breakfast.
That I can agree with.
Because the note said after breakfast.
I agree.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. According to the note, because I have it pulled up. According to the note, it said to the defenders of the Knot Caravan, competence is rare, discretion is rare. I will speak to you about regarding future employment. Come to the private room in the Crimson Pike tomorrow after breakfast. Ask for the Eastern room. So yes, you are correct. So, in the pre-dawn hours, minutes, what have you, you all head back to the Crimson Pike. If you want to move your tokens, that is completely up to you. So, heading back inside, I'm going ahead and what was it? Tavern Ambience? Yeah, it was this one. You get too loud, sorry. You get back in and there seems to be a good number of people that have come into the Crimson Pike. Smells of frying egg, toasted bread, and strong tea, and last night's hearth smoke. The common room is already awake, filled with low conversation, clinking cups, and the scrape of chairs across worn floorboards. You do notice that the locals are kind of glancing your way here and there.
I find a table and get some protein.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tend to prefer carbs and fruit for breakfast, but protein's always good.
Not having protein, it's not a meal.
When you order whatever food, it is brought to you as part of your stay. So you have already essentially paid for the breakfast.
Yep. Alright, so after we talk with the mysterious guy, we double back to where we got ambushed on the cart and we search there, right?
Yeah, we start
Who's
back
good at
tracing
tracking shit?
goblins from there. Find out whatever this note giver wants us to do.
Mm.
See if it's time sensitive. We may have to tell the guard captain. But to be honest, I'm hoping it's not time sensitive and we can do it whenever. Would be the most
My gut
useful.
tells me it's probably related to the goblin task.
It could be. And as you can
Also,
see,
I
lots
have
of
to ask.
porridge, fruit, toast. I've also got eggs and bacon. Proper meal.
I have to ask, did anybody else have really fucked up dreams last night?
Yeah.
Very.
It's a little hazy, but
It quite disturbed my meditation. I have to do that at least twice a month. Rather than sleep the way you lot do.
Yes, I also had something very odd. Quick question, DM. Would my character actually know about his father's side? Because in my mind, I don't think his mother would have actually told him. So I don't even know if he knows he's part Celestial. So you wouldn't know about the grabbing at his power thing. But what would you say? Just to get your opinion on this.
Your mother said the only things that your mother said was that after her husband had passed away, she moved further out of the dwarven hold to aid travelers on the road, and all you know about your character's father is that he was a man that she found near death, nursed him back to health. One thing led to another. And then after about maybe 3 or 4 months of getting him back on his feet, he got back onto the road.
I
What
see.
a jerk.
Neither of them knew about Thrain yet.
Yeah, something about being an envoy.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, the reason why I asked because I don't think he would have known about exactly what he was grabbing at in his dream. So that's why I ask.
Yeah,
Well, you have power from being a cleric, and
yeah,
your assumption it's that you were reaching for.
yeah, that would be a good explanation. Mine was I was in this void of some kind, and I was grasping at something. I would assume it's my abilities and power to heal and help others. But other than that, it was still very odd and out of the blue for me to have a dream like that.
Mine was, it felt like my magic was being ripped away from me.
My dream was
No matter
I
how much I
saw-
tried to pull it back, I couldn't. I'm not sure what is going on. And this happened in meditation. That's
from what I
the
saw
oddest part.
in my dream, it was I saw all of Altrua. The chains that were binding it, holding it together, began to shake and rattle, and almost looked like it was about to come apart. And then the whole planet would fall into the void.
That is horrifying. That would mean the magic of the world. If what I saw in my meditations is of the same vein, something is draining our world's magic. And if it gets to the point that you saw in your dream, Barr'kyrr, our world will cease.
I mean, didn't we deliver something that was taking away our magic and our abilities from what my brother said when he grabbed the box containing said item? Clearly that has to be related, right?
Yes, but we know it's related to the dream, but we cannot say it's related to anything else besides why the goblins attacked. We don't know if the benefactor is trying to destroy it or to keep it from themselves.
They're the very odd timing that we all have these very similar types of dreams simultaneously after we get to this place and meet up and deliver a set item that can do something very similar. I don't know. It's just very odd timing to me.
A coincidence that is no coincidence. So the goblins are at
in
least
my honest
related
opinion,
to that.
something that can harm Yggdrasil herself is something that should be just destroyed.
Vito, Grace, is there anything you would like to add to the convo?
I completely forgot what my dream.
Or you were too busy eating.
No, I just forgot. I forgot what my dream was about. Wasn't it something about a fire? I think.
Ash falls around you, but
yeah,
but this is not the ash of your home. It's older, colder, Beneath it, the roots are broken and curl in on themselves.
Thank you.
It's like the goblin attack kind of shoved the dream straight out of your brain, and you're just staring at all of us like,
Huh?
what the hell are you talking about? I know I woke up from something, but I don't know what it was.
I mean, as far as shake it, maybe that'll help.
No.
Well, I was gonna kind of ask the same thing because that was also like 7 days ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember what my dream was. I know my mom was in it.
And she told you stuff, sort of disembodied. I remember hearing that part of it, but yeah.
From
the specifics, not so much.
Yeah, from what you remember, your mother's voice gave a warning of the world being bled. The world being reduced to sand, and the darkness filled with countless pale shapes like souls wandering without a road.
So I assume
it was creepy, scary nightmare.
Sorry, my phone was ringing.
So like people's souls, no body, wandering the desert.
Wandering aimlessly.
With no purpose in life.
Like they're trying
purpose
to
in
find
death.
They're trying to find the direction, but they can't.
Okay. That's messed up.
I hate to say this, but I feel like we all had visions of Ragnarok. We're all fucked.
I don't think it's.
What's a Ragnarok?
Yeah, but
end of the world.
I mean, yes, it's very odd about the timing, but I really doubt it's the end of the world type of thing, brother.
Well, not the end
end
of the world
like
he's talking about. This is death in a whimper, not a war.
Yeah, just despair. You know, the total despair. No direction. That's messed up.
It does.
It's definitely a warning.
It might be something bad. It's coming forth.
Not just
I told
us.
you the homeless man on the road a week ago was right.
No, you're not bringing Crackpot Craig into this. You're not bringing Crackpot Craig into this.
It's not Craig. It's his twin brother, Meg.
Megatron. Anyway.
Wait, are you talking about Conspiracy Carl?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Conspiracy Carl.
Not in this campaign, by the way.
Yeah, this is the thing in TS's campaigns. Whenever he's DMing, he loves bringing in this character named Crackpot Craig into everything.
There is no Crackpot Craig in this campaign. This is just a common no. We are not having Crackpot Craig.
Yeah, so.
Not this time.
Jokes aside.
So, random homeless dude saying the end times are nigh. Repent.
Let's go crazy.
That's with most. That's outside most church.
Yeah, most of them will have one of those.
You do remember when he said, that homeless, that crazy homeless guy that was saying the end is nigh. It does bring back a little bit of a memory that while you all were still in Arendral, before bringing the cargo down to Redvale, that there was a homeless guy that was essentially going person to person. They didn't run up to you, but went person to person, saying, "I've had the vision. It told me things, wandering souls, and the end is near. We must hurry, for we are going to be struck down by the gods." You know, all that stuff. But crazy homeless people be crazy. Or was he?
Who knows?
The world may never know.
Except for that one person.
You know what? Maybe we could. Maybe he didn't talk to us, but we were in close enough vicinity. Maybe we contracted his plague or something. I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of madness.
Yes, we all
I'd
got
rather
the
hope-
crazy hobo disease.
I rather hope not.
Why not?
Brother, cast cure disease upon me.
No, don't worry. He's
Mental
fine.
illness is not a disease, Barr'kyrr.
No, you cannot catch COVID-19.
Oh, but that
Oh God!
Yeah.
no, 27.
Let's hope YouTube doesn't flag us for that one.
No.
Continue
hopefully
on.
not.
All right, let's finish up this breakfast and go talk to the guy in the special room or whatever. I finished my excellent challenge.
Yes, she, while she has brought the rest of you like regular breakfast items, she has brought Barr'kyrr what is called the Excellent Challenge, which is
Basically, a full English challenge breakfast.
a pound and a half of bacon, 20 eggs,
Cooked to his specification.
six,
Which was-
Is that a pound before or after it's cooked?
Yes.
Definitely after.
after.
Okay, good.
And
All of the food is cooked.
and 7 pieces of toast
And
with
a
butter
small
and
bowl-
honey.
And a small bowl of fruit.
No, it does not have any fruit.
Dang it.
No fruit or no. Barr'kyrr gave me the fruit because
Yes.
I didn't get any with my
Get the
porridge.
fruit.
He handed over the bowl of fruit, and I was
Oh.
like, "Oh, thank you."
No, one of the things that real quick, just as a thing, one of the things that was asked when you asked for your porridge is one of the little waitress or one of the buxom waitress women asked you if you would like any additives, and when you were like additives, she's like, yeah, strawberries, kiwi, and just started listing off like fruits and stuff to add to your porridge.
Yeah, fruits and nuts.
Yep. And this weird thing that she called hardened cacao.
Is that like beef jerky?
No, cacao nibs. Oh, yes, that would be excellent. Bit of caffeine. I think that's what.
Caffeine?
I just heard someone puke in the background.
Yes, you grind them into a paste. You add a bit of sugar, and then you add that mixture to heated milk. Hot chocolate is what it's called. The cacao nibs, a bit bitter, but they also a darkly sort of fruity flavor. They're really excellent in porridge.
So, you were able to add all that stuff.
Yeah. Fruit, nuts, cacao nibs, and it's like, along with some toast, eggs, and bacon.
All a Harry Potter. You just say, I take the lot.
And for some reason, there was like 4 pieces of hard cheese on the plate with the bacon and eggs. And it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Everyone's pretty much finished with breakfast then.
Yes.
I mean, if anyone else wants to describe their ideal medieval fantasy breakfast, feel free.
Oh yeah, and one of the other things that is offered is a strange drink from the Embered Wastes, very popular in the Embered Wastes.
Edge of the Embered Waste.
And Grace, you would know about this. It's called Kaff. Um, and
Ooh.
it's Grace. You know it as black bitter, and it makes you awake.
Yes, please. Like 5 of those.
Tiny cup, very thick liquid.
Oh yeah, tiny cup, very thick liquid. And Grace, you know that you do not chug this; you sip it
very slowly.
And it's not
between
hold on,
gulps of water.
It's not because of it being hot or because you want to savor it, but because you know if you tip it too far back, your mouth will get grounds in it.
Yeah, I still want 5 of them because I'm gonna put what's left in my flask for the journey
with the water.
That'll last me days.
Yep. But
here's what I usually do with it.
But you also know that
take tiny cup, pour into the ice water.
Yeah, I was about to say, but one thing that you do know, Grace, is drinking more than one in one sitting will clear you out rather well.
Yeah, I know.
Digestive events.
If I have been able to find it, because I haven't had any since I left, kind of, sorta, not my home.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah.
This is a once in 2 year opportunity. Then yeah, I'm gonna get as many as my flask will hold, because I can thin it out with water later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just watch me pour that tiny cup of hot liquid into the larger cup that has what you know is iced water. And then put a couple spoons of sugar and stir it together. And then start kind of chugging it.
Grace, you know this is blasphemy.
Howard.
It's easier to drink when it's thinned. Oh no.
What does it taste like?
No.
That's why you'll never be a barbarian.
I have no clue what happened. My computer decided to reset there. I apologize.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's fine.
It's all right. We just had coffee.
Yeah, we're discussing the blasphemy of tipping espresso and making an iced Americano out of it.
Yeah, in this land, Kaff, which is essentially coffee, is predominantly made in the Embered Wastes. It's an imported item, and it is served in a small thing, almost like a sake cup. You know, really small
espresso cup. There's literally a cup designated for it. It's called an espresso cup.
Yeah, but it's a very small cup, and you don't chug it. You slowly sip it, mainly because if you try to chug it, and you'll just get a mouthful of grounds, because they literally put the grounds in the bottom of the cup, pour the water over it, let it settle, and then hand it to you.
The best parts.
I look in the bottom of the cup. There's no grounds.
All right, so we've had breakfast. Let's find this eastern room.
Let's see. Do you know?
I just get up and ask one of the waitress.
There we go. Actually, I'd say you flagged down Little Miss Tallow, the proprietor of the establishment.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, and I just show her the note and ask her about it.
She looks at you and goes, No, she goes, Well, whoever that gentleman is, he's already in there. Been in there for about a half hour.
Well, he did say after breakfast, so we
He-
had
well,
to eat.
He didn't order anything other than tea. But yes, it's over this way, and she, toddles over to a room at the east side of the Crimson Pike Inn. Which, just to kind of give you a general location, it's like not this whole area here, but it's off on this side.
It's a room on one of the windows.
Yeah. As you're walking there, she goes, "He looked rather odd, but I will let you know this. The door locks from the inside, and the windows open the windows open the windows open rather easily. Just in case. Just don't break any of my furniture."
I will do
Oh.
my best not to.
No problem.
Oh, I could
Smash
just
cuts to
talk
15
eight.
minutes later, and there's it's a chair being broken over some dude's head.
Anyway,
Just kidding.
so as you enter, the eastern room of the Crimson Pike is smaller than the main common room, and much, much quieter by design. So actually, I will bring the sound effects down to almost nothing. There we go.
Yep.
A square table sits in the center, polished by age rather than wealth. A narrow windows look out towards the rest of the town and the town square and the gibbet in the town square. Or not the gibbet, but like the announcement platform, I guess you might say, in the announcement stage in the town square. Its shutters half open to let in the morning light. The walls are decorated with essentially old adventuring gear, faded travel banners, 3 or 4 different maps of 4 different maps of 4 separate regions of Altrua, including Valoreth. A portrait of the proprietor and her husband. But you notice that with him, he is in full armor, and she's got this like little pointed conical hat with little tiny the top of it's kind of pointed off into the left. And she seems to be wearing some very fancy robes in the painting. And below that painting, right across a mantelpiece for a small private fireplace, is a rather large spear. And it seems to have from the tip of the spear to about halfway down the haft is dark red, and it looks like it's stained by use. You're guessing this is possibly the namesake of the inn.
Oh.
But there's a gentleman there that is already pouring tea, but only 1 cup so far. This man, darker complexion, has a pointed beard, no mustache, but like this pointed, very well manicured beard. He is dressed plainly, but not cheaply. A dark traveling cloak, gloves folded beside his tea that he had has now just finished pouring. With a narrow leather folio rested on the table in front of him. He appears to be perhaps in his 30s, calm eyes, posture of somebody who's survived noticing exits before threats. And as you enter and take in the room, he stands, not quickly, not nervously, but politely. giving a slight bow. Good morning, and thank you for coming. He gestures to the table.
I take
is
a
this
seat.
man, what race is this man? Is he a human, elf, or what?
Yes.
Yes.
The yes race.
Yes, it's mixed lineage.
Let's see. I have to look up at my notes.
Yep.
Nope. There it is. From what you can tell, human.
Okay.
But he has a darker complexion.
Okay, so he's more like the people near the waist.
Or south of them.
Actually, darker than that.
So further south on the waist. Interesting.
Quite possibly.
I will take his great axe off his back so he can actually sit down in his chair proper, and just kind of lay it across his lap. Or whatever would be the respectful way of putting a great axe down would be.
You figured, like, propping it next
axe
to
head
the
down,
titular pike.
I'm not gonna put it that far away.
Yeah, axe head down is fine.
Or, yeah.
So, what about the other two of you?
I would just give a slight bow back and respond, and just take a seat while I put my little
he'll-
staff on my
he'll-
lap.
He'll do the same thing. He'll just bow and then just take his seat, just listening, not wanting to interrupt us yet.
Okay.
So what exactly are you calling us here for?
Well, seems you made quite a good impression on the road. Successful. He starts taking stuff off and on his fingers. Survival defense of Guild Cargo. Survived an organized goblin attack. Captured a prisoner. And then he looks at you very carefully. And then that prisoner dies inside of Redvale's own guardhouse.
And just how do you know that?
Well, word travels, and I have my ways. But this is either very bad luck or the beginning of a much larger problem.
What exactly is it you are wanting of us? Because the captain of the guard wants us to investigate that goblin attack. She can't spare any of the town guard to it.
Well, lucky for you, that is actually why I'm here. I initially was brought here to ask you to help me get answers out of the little fellow, but since he is deceased, I have to trust you for other means.
Called it.
I mean,
Two birds, one stone.
You already have Captain Venn's attention. You have first-hand knowledge of the ambush, and you have seen and spoken to the now deceased goblin.
Goblin didn't know much. Only that they were paid, and the boss, well, ceased existence before he could talk.
And you kind of see a glint in his eyes, and he goes, "Unless I miss my guess, you seem to all already be curious."
Curious why you called us, more than anything else.
He opens the folio. Well, my employer would like to pay you for what you're likely to do anyway.
Investigating the goblin ambush?
Well, My employer pays for facts and not rumors.
Understandable.
If you can bring us something that can be acted upon, and you all seen the type that would be, strapping and available. We're looking at, and he looks over his book. No, looks over his book and goes, for your entire party, 500 gold to investigate this. Half now and half when you give us the information that we seek.
An official guild contract, or is this a private hire?
Oh, I believe this is a private hire. Something of the utmost importance. Hush, hush.
You said how much?
He started to say 600, then looked at his book and went up 5. So 100 apiece. Quite a lot for a private hire. But the information is also needed by the guard captain.
Yes, and you'd
So
be
if
able
you're
to able to give that to her as well.
right, then we'll say that your employer is paying for our services, so to her benefit.
Yes, and to yours, because, well, if she's paying...
monetary to me.
Yes, if she's
Yes.
paying you and... No, if she's paying you and... Or eventually pays you, and if we pay you, could help out. But the one thing
I don't believe in usury.
But the one thing that I do have to say, though, is if you identify who hired them, there'll be a little extra. If you're able to recover physical proof, and it gets turned over to my employer, there could be more.
So bonuses based on delivery of the type of information.
Yes. We need something that can be acted upon as physical proof.
Actionable information, yes, can be quite difficult to acquire.
But the reward...
Yes.
But this is only if you agree. This is only if you agree to it. If you do not, then our business here is concluded, and I can just leave.
Well, interests align. We intend to investigate the goblin attack anyway. No matter how dodgy your participation seems, without naming your employer.
Let's see. Well,
do any of
I
the
would
rest
like
of
to
you
know
have
what
any
your
thoughts?
I would like to know what your name is.
oh, my name? My name is... Now I have to scroll up to this name. There we go. My name is Edrin Vale. I am, how shall I say this? Contactee and bookkeeper. Let's just leave it at that.
But that way, when we find the information, we can now find you.
Well, let's just say, as far as my employer, just like you asked, young lady Seras, if I remember correctly. By the by, you all never said your names. Seras, if I remember correctly. My employer is someone with resources, enemies, and a strong interest in competent people.
When he mentions Seras' name, despite us not introducing ourselves, Barr'kyr's hand will, on his belt, slowly move over to the hand axe he bought. Just
And
like
out of
very
instinct, out of
like,
instinct, Thrain
like
will immediately reach his
just
hand out
hand
to him
on
to
it,
stop
not
him.
drawing it.
He's still gonna, out of instinct, stop you even from trying to grab it, just out of instinct.
Question,
Instinct and
what's your
habit.
strength score again?
Oh lordy, here we
Yeah,
go.
He didn't say he would succeed. He said he would try to.
That's why I'm
I
just
was-
like his strength score versus mine. Like mine's just
I was-
gonna be
he
very
actually
high.
he actually notes that you're reaching for weapon. No, you're kind of slowly moving your hand towards your axe and goes, "By the by, Barr'kyrr, this is not meant as an insult, just a precaution. You don't know
Information
whether to
guilds.
trust my employer doesn't know whether to trust you. That's why he sent me."
Yes, information
The
guilds
fact that
are.
no one knows our names without us introducing them feels a little
Information guilds
hostile.
exist, Barr'kyrr. That's why I wasn't even surprised he knew my name without me saying it.
Wait a minute. They like gather information?
Yes. Sometimes they present it to those who are able to take action with it.
So like
Others,
would they know who I am?
they'll know little bits and pieces, not everything.
Like your name, your address, your bank information, your credit card number.
Your social security.
You get those random sending stone messages from unknown numbers.
Well,
We're trying to contact you about your base important voice messages.
Oh,
I-
spam calls.
We are calling to tell you about your wagon's extended warranty.
We're trying to call you about your magic use extended warranty.
well, I'm not trying to say I
Jokes
know.
aside.
I'm not saying we know everything, but
Of course not.
But the Ember Wastes are a very dangerous place to be. I've been there a few times.
Yeah, but like I was the only information I have is that I was found as a baby. And I was definitely raised by an orc, so she's not my birth mother. But I have no past.
Everybody has a past. Maybe. It might be in your interest. I could pull on some strings and get you that information as well.
Honestly, if you've got a guild contact that can find out who her parents are,
I wouldn't say guild contact per se.
fine, a private hire. Let her a bit of her bonus pay.
Hmm.
If you can actually find the information.
We shall see. But, down to business. Do you agree or not?
100 gold is quite a lot of money.
Well, yes, but my benefactor has deep, deep pockets.
Someone
The
rich.
deepest of pockets are in the highest of places.
Some might say.
Don't like politics, but the money's good.
Well, the money's good, and he could find out information. So I'm in.
Turns his
I
eyes
stick
towards
to my party.
Barr'kyrr and Thrain.
I will not lie, and I say there's also a chance of maybe me wanting some information on some people, so I don't see why not. I accept.
All right. You convinced me.
Vito?
I guess since everybody else is agreeing, I guess I will too. Maybe I can also get some information about what happened as well.
Really? And he's actually kind of taken aback. Well, could be helpful, yeah.
The information's not time sensitive, so
Right. So since we're all on accord, and he takes and let's see. Anybody want to do a real quick, like, not investigation because you can't pick him up, but you can kind of see what is on his portfolio as he's moving page after page.
Sure, I'll give him.
I think it'd be more insight.
Insight would be to read him. Perception would be to what you can see on the pages as he's turning them.
I'll do
I'll do it.
perception. I'll do
I
my
got a
Perception.
23.
I'll do my passive perception, which is 17.
Oh
Okay.
dang, I did pretty good. I got 21 total for perception.
Okay.
I snagged a 23 on my perception.
Yeah, I heard.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
I got 22.
Okay, so everybody but Fido.
Oh, dang.
You're sitting farther away than everyone else.
Not enough.
You all notice that as he's flipping pages, there's your name, where you came from. With some of you,
There's more information than others.
Oh yeah, your hometown, your family ties, your acquaintances, your childhood friends. This man has a lot of info on every single one of you. 2 pages worth each.
Do I have a last name?
Even for Bar.
Do I have like a family name?
The only thing that he has on yours is Grace.
Well, that's all I know.
But he
So that
does
doesn't help me.
But he does have your adoptive mother's name, the name of the barbarian tribe, the size of the barbarian tribe, their location in the Embered Wastes, their migration patterns, going from place to place in the Embered Wastes, and even let's see, what did you get? Dirty 20?
Yeah, 17 plus 3.
Okay. I would say that you do not clock anything outside of that. Outside of basic
Okay.
information.
Well, that's already kind of what I already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's you reading upside down.
Yep. So he flips over and goes,
I'm curious, what did Bar see? Because I got a 23.
I'm also curious what
And-
Thrain saw for his.
Because, like, for Bar, like, the only one who knows, like, his true origins or anything would be Thrain.
yeah.
Otherwise, everything else is just made up.
Yeah, with Barr'kyrr, it has, let's see, you had the highest, I think, at 23, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I had the
almost heard
second.
it.
Okay. For you, it has your actual age.
What the fuck?
And actually says, no, and actually has your actual lineage. Where you were imprisoned. How long you were imprisoned. And that you disappeared.
Okay.
No, and that you disappeared for 2.5 years. And then suddenly popped back up. And have been kicking around for the past 8. With Thrain.
Okay.
Interesting.
Definitely need to talk to this guy about some information later.
He finally turns to a page and goes, right. Info brokers are scary, yes. He goes, right. And gets to one of the pages and goes, what we know. Waven poison that was left on a silver coin.
Gold.
It was gold.
Oh, no, it was silver.
You said gold.
Pretty sure it was silver.
You said it was a gold coin at the time.
Yep.
Anyway, but Wyvern poison left on a coin. And he goes, "This is not a street killer's tool. This is expensive, unstable, difficult to transport, absurdly dangerous, and highly regulated / illegal. And using a poison like this to kill a goblin, that's like trying to burn down a manor house to kill a spider."
Yes, quite overboard.
What are your
But
thoughts,
isn't that
Soph?
like its own message?
Our thoughts in the
Definitely, like,
moment were
You're
either
paying
he'd
for
talked too
speaking or
much.
paying for silence, something like that.
Well, he was paid to get the item, so putting it on money kind of makes sense, but that kind of poison for someone so small, and it's very specific to him. Has anybody been killed like this before?
Yes. And it seems like possibly this spider knew something truly inconvenient. Otherwise, why kill him?
Very true.
So what are your thoughts on this so far? And he pulls out a quill from the inside of his jacket and uncaps it and moves his hand down towards the paper without even breaking eye contact with you guys. He just, quilled the paper.
Well, first I want to find out the history of the poison on coin. What other groups or people have done this before?
Hand starts moving. Okay.
DM,
Mm-hmm.
is it safe to assume there's like a secret underground organization of like a assassins guild or something? Like that's probably a thing.
You know that you would know this just offhand that the actual guilds is stuff like the Mercenaries Guild, the Hunters Guild, the Merchants Guild.
The ones that are well known and common knowledge to the areas
Yeah,
are
but
the
like,
ones that are
there's
advertised.
obviously is there like a Dark Brotherhood equivalent where like they're
that's
known about, but it's like they're secretive. It's just like the only thing people mostly know is like, oh, that's what they call themselves, and they kill people for money.
that's what I was about to get to. Is if you give me a history check.
I got a dirty 20 for a history check to rack
got
my
a
brain
15.
regarding the coin as a signature for an assassination.
Okay.
I'm thinking more generic, so
yeah.
15.
So the 15, you don't know of any like assassination guilds or any kind of
Specific named
specific
groups.
named groups, but you do know that there are thieves and there are probably people that are paid to kill people. That's a possibility, but nothing comes to mind of like actual guilds because there are no named like assassins guilds and thieves guilds and stuff.
Well, I'm out of character. I'm also thinking like Zorro. He did his thing and he would carve an S.
Yeah.
Or a Z. He would carve a Z.
Yes.
That he had been here. Or like there's
that's why I was saying
the
as
fairy
a
tale of the
signature.
ninjas, that really the only thing that connects them is that you want someone dead. It is so many. It's like the weight of the person in gold that you want dead
So basically,
is what is
so
paid.
basically, like
You know.
left a calling card essentially.
Yeah. So is poison on a coin like you messed with Bob and Bob said go kill him?
For the heck of it, um,
Like
Seras,
individual assassins,
Yeah.
probably a thing.
Seras, can you make that roll an advantage? Because you and her are thinking on the same line, so I'd say that she's giving you kind of the help action.
Okay,
But, like,
so
are we hunting for a Zorro or a Bob?
Or Don Julio.
20 versus a 19.
Oh, I just rolled a 19. So that didn't help. Sorry.
You're fine.
Okay, so dirty 20.
Yeah.
That if there's any peoples that leave that as a calling card.
Yeah. Racking my brain to see if I remember hearing about or witnessing like a death like this before.
Well, as far as hearing it as a
Or
call,
even reading about it in like one of the gossip rags in Aaron Drawl.
leaving it as a
There's always there.
Yeah. Leaving it as a calling card per se, maybe. But you don't know of any organizations or individuals that do that. You have heard of different, just like serialized murderers that have left had left certain calling cards like a playing card or a scrawled message in blood near the victim, but nothing of leaving money, especially
The guy
poison
who
tainted
leaves
money.
a literal the guy who leaves a literal playing card's the joke.
Will the guy know anything about the coin?
I can't recall anything specific regarding a coin as a calling card for an assassination. I've heard of playing card like the Jack of Knaves being left to
Well,
death.
the thing is what information were you possibly able to gather, in that short amount of time?
In the time we had him alive, only that his boss had been promised payment. They were specifically not to damage that particular piece of cargo, but to get it. He was mostly terrified about going to a labor camp. Mostly because Barr'kyrr was talking about horror stories. Apparently, that he's experienced. From what
I've seen
briefly
shit. Not experienced.
saw.
Definitely not.
Considering the information in that folio, it seems experience colored your descriptions to the goblin. I didn't see all of what he's got on you, but I did take note of that bit.
So, when it comes to any clues in the immediate, what have you possibly found?
Besides the fact that this is
Nothing.
definitely an assassination, we had speculation that either it was to silence the goblin for talking, or it was a message for us to not pursue it.
Any kind of markings?
The coin was.
It was just a normal minted coin. I think the minting mark was from Sunspire. You had a closer look at it, Fido.
Yeah, I just take out the coin and just hand it to him.
Wait, you kept it?
Yeah.
You weird little dude.
Yeah, but he takes
It's
the
evidence.
Still
he
gold.
yep, he takes the puts on a glove and grabs the coin.
It's been neutralized, so it's safe enough to touch.
Oh, I understand, but getting certain things on it will point stuff towards me if anything should happen. And he looks over the coin with a trained eye and goes, Claw. Writes that down. Right. Hands it back to you.
What's Kalor?
Kalor, the city is minted
Halor, it's the.
in Kalor.
I think the
Kalor.
coin just happened to be convenient for whatever the assassin was doing.
Well, if
It was the placement of the coin that is the oddity.
well, if it was convenient, that means that that whoever this killer was had a lot of it. And you do get Kalorian minted coins here and there. But
Had
But it makes
several
more
over the
sense if
years.
he was
I've had some
paid
from
into
Sunspire.
Kalor.
It could be that he was there recently. It could just be that the coin was something that happened to be in his pocket at the time he wanted to do the thing. And he
yes,
pulled it out at random.
taking precautions, you never know.
Of course.
I would think it's hard to place that kind of poison onto a coin, so it's like you have to be very careful about it. So there might be some ritual aspect to the coin itself.
Yep. Now
or some significance.
For all of you, as you're talking to him, he's been writing stuff down. You see snippets of stuff like the coin was not just a murder weapon. Possibly a signature or warning, possibly both.
All right.
But he finally looks at you and goes, "So, from what I know, money moves through Kalor, lots of it. Contracts move through Kalor, lots of them. People disappear into paperwork through Kalor. Might be a place
People
to start.
disappear into the paperwork and errand roll as well.
Yes. Now
It's one of
So we go there first.
moving on from the goblin itself and the coin. What was the attack like on the road? I know of the attack, but I never got the opportunity to get all the gritty details from the people on the ground.
I didn't see exactly what happened. Either we ran over some kind of trapped explosive, or they threw something that exploded. For all we know, one of them just ran out of the bushes holding 2 sticks of dynamite in his hands and suicide bombed. All I know is explosion went off, knocked the cart over. Then we proceeded to kick ass.
I was
broke the
on the
bottom
other
of the
side of
cart.
the wagon, so I didn't see the initial point. Just managed to jump back away from the wagon as it tipped over.
I'd say for the heck of it,
I was
Fido, and because you two would have had the best viewpoint at that point in time. Fido and Grace, can you give me a history check? This would be the like. This will actually
Yeah,
be a
because you
rather
guys
easy
were
check.
in front of the wagon.
Actually, both of them were
Or
behind the
ahead of-
wagon.
I thought Fido was ahead of it.
Nope.
I was slightly.
Oh, okay. But Grace was behind.
11 plus 1.
So 12. Okay.
Not
So
20.
it went boom, and we went hee-yaw, and I went slice and dice, and then they were dead.
All right, Fido.
Natural 20.
Nat 20, nice. While Grace was like, what was I doing? It went boom. We went Kia, and we captured a goblin. Yay! You remember very differently. Everything seemed to be rather calm. Everything moving along just fine. And then there was nobody running up to the wagon, nobody tampering with the wagon, but you got over this one patch of what looked like, what you thought was odd for the moment, of like freshly turned dirt, and right as the wagon got over it is when the explosion happened. And then goblins started rushing the wagon. Another thing that you remember is, yes, there were goblins that were harrying the other wagons, but it seemed like the goblins that were coming after you guys seemed to know which wagon to hit the hardest, like it had been targeted.
And that's basically what you tell the table.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to say it in your own words or.
No, it's like you explained it perfectly, because I'm pretty sure I would have chopped it up.
So you see him writing down, the goblins knew which wagon to strike, question mark.
They specifically started.
Yeah, they knew the route, description, or both, question mark. He's literally just listening, and the other thing that's unnerving is, as he is like moving his attention to all of you as you're talking, but his hand is independently moving, writing, and it's perfect lines. No deviation, no mess ups. He is writing perfectly on these pages.
You have training as a court scribe.
You might say that.
I've honestly only seen court scribes write the way you do.
Is that like the high court?
Courts of justice, yes.
Okay.
They have to watch both the words that are spoken, the gestures that are made, and the way the person moves their lips. They're taught to read the lips of those talking while they write. The handwriting improves over time. They're finally able to write the records.
Cool.
So after getting this little bit of information, he goes, so if someone go on.
The only other thing that I recall of the attack, a few of the goblins went specifically for the base of the wagon after the explosion, started attacking the baseboards. It took us hours to fix the wagon enough to put the cargo back into it.
Oh yeah, it was like they knew where it was.
He writes that down. They knew which one to hit.
I knew where it was.
He crosses out the question mark next to that little line.
Yep. No, he doesn't cross out the question mark. He just adds on to it. Yes, they knew which one to hit. It's basically he's answering the question on the page. He's not crossing anything out.
Yeah.
Also, the object that was attempted to be stolen in general, I don't think should exist. Just putting that out there.
Barr'kyrr, you had to move it, what, a couple dozen feet away from the wagon before Thrain, Grace, and I could actually initiate the repairs.
The thing
using all
eats magic.
magics.
Like, it... Worst part is, it turned off my runes. That shit... My runes are, like, immune to most spell negation magics. The fact they shut off is a problem.
Well, it might be that the cargo in question was meant to possibly ward things off, make a neutral zone, maybe? That's above my pay grade. All I can say is...
Or if they amplify
Whatever
whatever
that cargo
doing the
is
magic
very
thing.
dangerous.
But I wouldn't go spilling to others about it that don't need to know.
I'm only gonna tell that crazy guy in the that was talking about the end time.
No.
He's the only one who needs to know that. He's clearly on the up and up. Just kidding.
He may have had a vision similar to ours before the dawn, but didn't know what to do with it.
Oh yeah.
Other than
Since you're
just
writing
saying
down a bunch
the
of
world
shit,
is nigh.
we all had weird dreams. Does that factor into this?
Doesn't factor into what's going on at hand. He still is writing it down, though.
Okay, so we need to go back to the captain, and I guess get provisions to go to this Kalor city.
It depends on what we find at
The goblin. Right area.
from the goblin ambush point.
Well, I will say this: if
Okay.
if someone killed the prisoner inside the guardhouse, then either the killer is already gone, or
Most likely.
they might still be here. Might be confident enough to stick around and see what happens.
Yeah. The only thing they'll see is us heading out of town on a guild contract. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is a guild contract, even if it's private hire.
Then we could treat it as such. So, he takes and slides his paperwork back into the portfolio and, after putting some of this, like, white powder onto the page that he was writing on, and then tamping it off, and, or tamping it into or tamping the remainder
water.
into a small jar. He takes and puts the paperwork back, closes up this little leather portfolio and wraps it with its leather cord and goes, "Then I think we have an arrangement." And he goes over to the corner of the room and opens up now that you notice it, a small, almost like a personal chest, and pulls out a rather good-sized leather pouch. And he goes, "So, this is the half up front," and sets it on the table with a rather loud sound
Tingly
of
thud.
Sound of coin. And he goes, "I will be awaiting your report." And then he turns on heel and leaves the room. A nature check, okay?
Was that accidental?
Accidental. Ignore that.
It's
okay.
it is natural sourced leather with naturally sourced gold.
I mean, if I was to do a nature check on anything, it would be the gold. Like, is this good gold? Like, is this fool's gold? I do know my metals.
Which we
Anyway,
sure thought tampered with.
that would be 50 gold apiece, right?
Yes.
Amber?
Yeah, half up front.
I have added the 50.
Yep. If you all want
Thank-
to add
Hey.
the gold to yourselves, go for it.
Yeah.
Hey, my goal is at the perfect number.
What's it at?
69.
9. Yep.
Of
You
course.
just sounded so just uncaring when you said that.
69.
Oh, yeah, it is. Because everybody's been able to look at everyone else's character sheets.
Yep. So, after that exchange, what are you doing? If there's any more discussion you want to do while you're in this private area?
I still think we should meet up with the captain.
We should check up on him to make sure
We
he's alright.
promised to meet her, yes.
All right, let's go meet up with the captain.
We can tell
don't think
her
we have
that
much more to discuss.
since his employer doesn't particularly care, we can tell her that
That's not what I'm trying to do.
mystery
Jesus.
man, his contract is in alignment with her needs. And since his employer is providing the pay, she doesn't need to. Town guard captains aren't paid a lot, so she'll be the official reason we're heading out of town. Which is the
Okay.
expected reason we'd be heading out of town. We just have to stop by the guild to let them know that we're off limits for contracts right now.
Okay.
I'd say you could
Doing
do
it
that.
in-
You could do that, like swing by the town hall and into the
or
or
the guild
s-
hall and
swing by
then the
guild hall.
guard.
Yeah, swing by the guild hall. Let the guild know. Hey, we're going to be off contract for a while.
Off limits for taking a contract.
Yeah. We don't have to role play that. That's covered.
Yeah.
So
Just move to the guard hall now.
all right. So everybody to the guard hall. Everybody get in the pool. Do it now.
The roof is mine.
The roof is mine. So when you meet back up with her, she goes, she's looking. No, you actually.
It's about 20 minutes after we left that room. Because Barr'kyrr had to say no to Barash for another play date.
Yes.
And it took
Yes.
all that time.
Yep.
So sad. So unfortunate.
But
Yeah.
when you get back in to the guard HQ, you see that she is at a desk and her hair is just all over the place. You see bags under her eyes and she's poring over different pieces of documentation. She looks frazzled.
Frazzled.
Well, we met with our mystery note giver. His employer is wanting to pay for the information you need.
Really? A mysterious
Yes.
patron wants you investigating a murder that happened in my jail. This doesn't make me feel any better.
They want actionable information on who hired those goblins.
Well,
The murder is an incidental discovery. Officially, we're heading out on town on your behalf. find out why the goblins targeted. Maybe find the mystery killer.
Well, if you can help me find out how that coin got in my cell, then I can share what I can. She does ask you if you would like to check over the holding cell again, just in case.
I think that would be a good idea.
Yes. I would say without stepping into the cell.
Oh, she'd
How many
allow you to
It's hard
step
to
others?
into
look
the
through the
cell.
whole cell if we don't.
Yeah, she's allowing you to step into the cell.
No, my reasoning is not to disturb what may be left of traces of said assassin. It has nothing to do with her allowing us or not. It's me as Sarah saying the best way to investigate would be to not step into the cell and just use our eyes
You can most
to
certainly
see
try
if
it
we
that way.
find.
Is there like physical movement? Is there like scuffs in the dirt or
Yeah, that's why Sarah's is saying not to actually go into the cell because she wants to see if she can
Does the
see
cell
those
have like?
things with.
so
Does the cell
investigate
have
if
a
there's
window?
something on the floor? Is there like footsteps on the floor?
Yeah, that don't match what the guards are wearing
Okay, I'm gonna
or
give
us.
each of you one roll.
Okay.
You can either do perception or investigation. If you're doing perception, you're just looking into the room and seeing what you can see. If you're doing investigation, you are physically going into the room and really checking things out. We will go on ahead and start with Seras. Then we'll go to Grace. Then we'll go to Fido. Then we'll go to Thrain. And then we'll go to Barr. So, Seras, what are you doing? Because she's allowing you to go inside if needed.
Yeah. Sarah's gets up to that cell first. Starts by looking at the cell door to see, see if signs of it was picked or whatever.
Okay.
As well as to see if there's any like scuff marks or anything that doesn't match what she knows to be the footwear of the people around.
Okay,
That
so
is a 25 on perception.
perception. Okay, so what you can see.
Yeah, so that is a net 20 plus 5.
You do see some scuff marks around the keyhole, but that could just be somebody came in while it was kind of dark and missed the keyhole and oh crap, realign the key. There seem to be no pry marks or scuff marks or any major scuff marks around the edges of the door. Only kind of scuff marks is about the height that usually manacles or a weapon would be. Some of the people that were going into this cell didn't go in willingly. Is what you can assume from that. But there seems to be no damage to the door. In any meaningful way.
All right.
All
Let's
right,
see the
so
key. I can't see anything meaningful from having it closed.
all right, next
And
is
nothing specific on the floor.
yep, next is
And
Grace.
Sarah's just takes the key, opens the cell door to let others see what they can see with more than their eyes.
Yep. Grace?
16 plus 3. So 19.
On
Is
what?
that perception
Perception
or
or investigation?
Oh, I'm sorry.
which one are you doing? Visual inspection or like
Oh no, it
Seras
would be
or hands on?
it would be a 17 on investigation.
Okay. You go into the room, and while you're looking through, nice and close, you do notice that there is a section of straw. The goblin has been removed. More than
Yeah.
likely, he would have started smelling by now. So the goblin has been removed. But where the goblin was laying, you do notice with that investigation check that the straw that is behind the goblin, because they have like a kind of a makeshift straw bed, um, sitting in one of the corners. There seems to be a section of that straw that has been shifted.
Okay.
Do you call out that you found
Well,
something or
I don't know because I don't really know my own past. Do I have like from my parental units, like I can feel if it's good or bad? Do I get a good vibe or a bad vibe?
From what you can assume is that something behind where you saw the disturbed straw had to have been moved somehow in order to get this same, straw moved in a weird way. Doesn't look like it was a part of any kind of scuffle or any kind of how to put it. It doesn't look like it was like, he shifted in his sleep and it moved like that. It has to do something with the wall. So you might say slightly bad vibe.
Okay.
again,
Like, hey, dudes, there's
Grace,
like something over here.
what are you saying?
Well, it's like something purposefully did that. That's not just laying there, having a good night's sleep. Something happened.
All right. Next would be Thrain, if I remember correctly.
I'll do perception as well. So he's going to look around once stepping inside the cell to maybe look for potentially hidden passages or small details that might have been overlooked at the time of the thing, just to see if there might be anything easier or not easier, any small details that could be able to find something.
Okay.
After what Grace pointed out.
Yeah, and at what she pointed out.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. 24 total, nat 20 plus 4.
Nice. Okay, 24. After she says that, you step into the room and take a close look at the bricks that are there, and or the not the bricks but the stones that are there, and you notice that there seems to be a very small, I mean very small, probably like 1 inch by a half inch, 1 inch tall by a half inch wide, um little picture of a door that is in one of those stones.
Does anyone else see that?
Like an open doorway.
Does anyone else see that tiny little doorway in the bricks there? Or am I seeing things? As he like kneels down to it and like looks closer at it. as he points it out to the group.
No, I
If
have
a little
to.
blue worm says hello, you say no thank you and walk away.
So I need to look on.
So
Nope.
it's a picture of a door?
Yes, a picture.
Picture of
a
an
door.
open door on one of the stones.
Grace. Nope. And
Barr'kyrr would like to go. Does this cell have like a window that, like, can it be assessed that the wall that this picture is against, does that wall lead to the outside?
yes.
Barr'kyrr is going to go to the outside wall.
But hold on. It does lead to the outside, but where the outside is, this room itself is buried. And if you look up, you actually see at ground level there is a slit window with bars. So
at the top of the room, it is essentially a barred cloistery window.
Wait, so is this like a little magic door? Is this magic?
Well, let's see. Barr'kyrr, you're next up.
So I'm looking at the outside.
Yeah, you
okay, we have.
You'd gone outside to look at the little cloistery windows until you spotted like me through one of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Where these are
I would
located,
like to.
Where these are located is about a half foot off the ground. At foot level, essentially.
Yeah, the reason I said spotted me is because I'm still standing at the cell door and would be visible from where you're looking in.
Yeah.
That cloistery window.
I would like to check the dirt or ground around this space.
Like use your tremor sense to see if you can feel a hollow spot.
Unfortunately, I don't think my tremor sense would let me do that unless the DM allows it to do that.
According to the way your tremor sense is, it senses people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It senses living things as long as they're touching the.
And he didn't sense
they had
anything
moved
a few hours
a turn
ago
before or something.
Yeah,
I'll go for investigation because my Barr'kyrr's brain is thinking, okay, there's a tiny door. If it's magic, but like the wall it's sitting against would lead it directly into dirt. That means he set it on like part of the wall or the roof where it would come out here, and then it slipped and fell down behind the hay. So if this door opened, there would be tracks around this spot. So I'm a investigation check that.
Sure.
A whopping Barr'kyrr doesn't see shit.
A whopping doesn't see
2.
Something below 10.
I rolled a 2.
Oh god.
So 2
3
plus your
minus 1. So
So what was your total?
2. My total is 2. I rolled 3 minus 1.
Minus 1.
Oh man.
For investigation.
You check as thoroughly as you can. Nothing screams tiny magic door. This frustrates you.
I don't see. I see bird shit. I see some worms. I see some bushes. There's no footprints.
So you walk up to the window and call in.
Actually,
that you didn't see shit.
This low of a roll, I'm going to do this. There are footprints. There's a lot of them. A lot of footprints. Holy cow! This must be multiple people.
Unfortunately, they're not near the window.
People. Okay, guys, I figured it out. A shit ton of avian-kin people did this. Their footprints are everywhere out here. They even shit on the plants.
I walk into the room and call up to the window and go, Barr'kyrr, those are birds, not avian kin.
What I'm also
There's a difference?
what I'm also implying is he's literally standing where people walk past all day.
No, he's focused on the bird prints.
I was focused on the bird prints, but now I see the boot prints. I'm like, oh, and a whole army was back here. How did we miss this?
Barr'kyrr, you're standing on a road.
And that army employs children?
Oh my god.
The conspiracy gets worse!
Oh,
Fido, you
when
want
she
to...
says I'm standing on a road, I realize, oh, I'm fucking stupid.
This is the one time where
Fido, you have any thoughts on this?
I'm gonna just lean against the wall above this thing, just talking to myself.
Magic, right?
And then the secret passage opens and I fall in.
Try magical senses.
So Fido, just letting you know, the information that you have now is, the room was locked and sealed. There was nobody that tampered with the door.
Yeah, it's a locked door
Grace
puzzle.
had found disturbed stuff against a wall. Thrain has checked the wall and found a small pictogram
Marking
of like an open doorway that is on one of the bricks just above, or one of the stones just above where that area was disturbed. And then Barr'kyrr swears up and down that there are child soldiers that had let this person out. So, what are you doing?
I guess like try to maybe get back
while Seras is like
to do anything with magic around here.
Maybe try magical senses.
Yeah, like check for Arcana check.
Yeah, so Arcana.
Well, you can do Arcana.
All right. Let's give it a try. Where my dice go? Nice. No. There we go. 22. Arcana.
Arcana?
Yep.
There seems to be nothing magical about the symbol or the stones. Seems to be plain, mundane stones.
Not even that tiny picture of the door.
Seras gives up and just decides to investigate the bricks to see if there's like a hidden catch or something.
I was about to say, someone start pressing on the bricks.
Why are we investigating bricks? We already found a magic little porthole.
15.
No, it's pictogram.
You literally press on the brick that has the little door.
The pictogram.
The pictogram of the door. And you feel it give. And for the rest of you, I mean for you as well, but for the rest of you, you see the wall about 2 feet under from where Barr'kyrr is standing shift backwards and stop. It makes no noise.
Aha! See, I told you, a tiny children entryway.
Okay, no. It's a hidden passage.
It's about a half a foot above Seras's eye level.
Yep. The size of it is a 5 foot tall by 2 foot wide by 3 foot wide opening. That it doesn't swing in, but it like shifts backwards, and with just very little effort, you can like grab onto the edge of that same stone and pull it to one side, and it just effortlessly and silently glides over.
Captain, I found an oddity.
What's on the other side?
Looking yet?
It's my big feet, obviously.
Barr'kyrr, you might want to come back down in here.
Barr'kyrr will go back inside and go around.
Can I look in the door?
The captain.
Or porthole or whatever this is?
Yep.
It's a doorway.
The guard captain starts Elira Venn starts to run downstairs. You just hear just running
And
as
then
fast
louder
as you can.
thumps from Barr'kyrr.
Yep. They both kind of burst into the room at the same time. And she goes, "Well, that wasn't in the build plans."
Yeah, I didn't think so. That's why I called it an oddity.
Told you, the child soldiers did it.
No.
He's just going full commit. I love it.
What do you expect? What do you expect?
Yes. Well, the last time it was a children's book about a kobold and a red ball. So,
Yeah.
Hey, it came true in the end. It was a prophecy.
the prophecy must be fulfilled.
We still need to make that board book.
Yes, we do.
Can I look in the door now?
Yes.
Yes.
You can all look in the door now.
What's on the
It's-
other side?
It seems to be a
I
tunnel.
don't think I'll fit.
Going across this nice straight tunnel. You can hear the sound of rushing water off in the distance.
You know what they say. Follow the hole. Follow the sound.
Where there's a hole, there's
Right.
a goal.
Yes.
That was terrible.
Yes, it was.
No. Try to say follow the sound.
So, Captain, you want to go with us and find where this passage leads?
I know the dwarven motto of diggy diggy hole, but
Hey, that's
Uh.
offensive. I don't
that wasn't
actually say
offensive. They
that.
stuck it in the halls last time we were there.
She gives a nod and puts a hand on her sword and allows you all to lead the way.
Right.
For everybody
Feel
but
like it.
Barr'kyrr, you're able to get in just fine. Barr'kyrr, I would just need, if you're wanting to go through there, I would just need an initial, either dexterity or strength. Dexterity to kind of comport your body enough to wedge through. Strength is just, screw it, I'll just make a me-sized hole.
I will go with the Kool-Aid Man strategy.
What was that?
That is a 21
20 in what?
strength.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, you make a
So like
U-size
Kool-Aid
hole.
Man.
Not Kool-Aid Man. You just basically grab one section of the wall that's the section of the wall that's opposite the hidden doorway, and you just essentially just pull stone out until it's wide enough to fit you. So now instead of being a 3-foot wide gap, or 3 foot
It's
by
now
5
4
foot,
and a half to 5.
it's now 4.5 by 5, and you
Yeah.
duck through just fine.
Well,
Beyond is
I'm basically it's a 5 foot tall, so I'm basically on my hands and knees crawling through one.
Oh no.
No,
Once
not quite.
once you get through, there is kind of a small stair step down. And it opens up into a
You were sort of squatting, and now you're just kind of very ducked.
Yep, but it opens up into a 5 foot wide by 7 foot tall, like, cavern.
Oh,
Like
passage.
So like
roughly
kind of
hewn.
stooping heavily.
Yeah,
you-
that's why I said you're very ducked.
Yeah, you're
You went from kind of squatting to very ducked once you got down the steps.
yeah, you're now no longer doing this Slavy duck walk. You're now just kind of ducked a little bit.
I think I would move more effectively if I was just crawling.
Yeah, does Barr'kyrr have claustrophobia?
That is a question.
Let me see.
No,
he
this
does
would be
not.
a Constitution save.
No, Barr'kyrr does not have claustrophobia. But he doesn't. I'll say this: he doesn't like small spaces. he does not like small places, but he's not claustrophobic.
Okay.
They're just.
I just
It sucks.
wanted.
I can't move very well in here.
I just wanted to make
Oh,
sure.
well.
So.
Yeah, Barr'kyyr's bringing up the rear.
Yep.
Me and Grace are kind of in the lead.
God forbid
with-
Barr'kyr's in the
I was
front.
gonna say, do you want me to use ash because a
You can use it as a
flaming
torch.
sword would give off light?
Yes, you can. You can. You think about it and you go, well, I don't know if anyone else can see particularly well, and you just pull your sword out and activate it. Just to use it as a torch.
Yep. But you start traveling through this long and dark hallway, being lit by.
Just so you know, if we've learned anything, we can't turn back.
Yeah, being lit.
Yeah, because you're
by-
kind of blocking the way back.
Yeah, being lit by the flame of Grace's sword ash. And eventually, after a good amount of travel, you come across the running water that you hear is an underwater or an underground offshoot of the river that runs through Redvale. And just to give you a directional of where this thing goes, let's say Seras is the starting point. Barr'kyrr is the part of the midsection. Fido is another part of the midsection. Thrain is another part of the midsection. And then Grace is the end point. It just kind of goes underground until you hit this location.
And there seems to be a channel.
Yep. But there also seems to be a wall that, like, in crossing this small stream of water, it's not big. It's about 5 foot across. Doesn't seem that deep.
Sarah stops and stops everyone just for a moment and puts her hand into the water to, 1, test the temperature, and 2, to test the flow rate.
It is cold and running very fast.
Does it smell bad?
No.
No, it's
Okay,
clean
so it's not
water.
sewage.
It seems to be an offshoot of the river, and it's flowing rapidly. I could kneel down to see how deep it is, because it could be very dangerous for Thrain and possibly Fido.
I can
Thrain
do
based
that.
on his height, Fido based on weight.
I can test how deep it is. I'll just start sticking my arm down.
Your arm goes all the way to your armpit.
And you don't feel bottom.
And you still don't feel bottom.
I stick my head in.
It is. No, it for you, it is comfortable. But you know that for everybody else, it would be really cold.
For you, it's refreshing.
Yeah, for you, it's refreshing.
And looking into the water, thanks to Grace's sword hovering above your head, you can kind of
does that
see
light
the
up
bottom.
the water so I can see the bottom?
Actually, the water here is very clear. And you can tell that if you possibly used your axe head, or if you used your axe and put your arm and your axe down in there, your axe would have touched bottom. And only about 1/4 of the way down the haft.
Alright, so if I went all the way in the water and stood up, would I be standing like out of the water by just my neck?
Probably about your
or
chest.
neck and shoulders.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just get in the water fully like that.
Yep.
Looks like about
and
8 feet
act
deep.
as a living fairy.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. One person across.
But it is for you pleasantly cool. For everybody else, like Deanna, it was cold, or not Deanna, Seras, it was
Seras.
cold. But the water's fresh, and also another thing that you notice is that even though there are some jagged points in it, it seems like this is man-made and not just a regular underground aquifer.
Ooh. Does it appear this might go elsewhere, like the water?
Well, yeah, it kind of
yes.
has to, because it's flowing.
And we reached the end of this tunnel, right? Or is it still going?
It's still going.
No, the stream is like 5 feet across, so it's a little too difficult for anyone to jump easily.
All right, so
that's why you decided to act as living fairy, because of how deep
Yeah.
the water is.
Yeah, I'll just move everyone else across just fine.
Okay. Just for the heck of it, after you get into the water, I need you to make a strength save.
I can turn into a bird.
It's just to see if
whatever it is, I win.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Almost nat 20. 19 plus 7, 26.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, if you got,
I'm guessing it was regarding the captain, or just his muscles kind of seizing up a little.
I would assume the current.
It's the current.
Ah.
Because as I said, it was cold and fast.
Yeah.
I'm basically 600 pounds of rock.
Yeah. So, you all are able to make your way across. No skill checks needed, thanks to Barr'kyrr's cheating. I mean, Barr'kyrr's size.
Barr'kyrr deciding living fairy go.
Yep. And you make your way all the way to and it opens up a little bit more. Not in width, but in height. So Barr'kyrr, you're able to almost stand up straight.
Oh my God.
And getting to the other end of it, you see a large iron-bound door.
I go up and I try to pull, or if it's push it open.
Are you going to try to muscle past everybody in the line?
No.
Because you got out of the water after getting everybody across.
I'd say the one that's in the lead is the one with the fiery sword. So Grace, you're at the front.
Yeah, it'd be me and Grace, essentially.
Okay, what are we doing now?
There's a giant
testing giant iron-bound door to see how it opens.
Door. Yeah. Is it a push or a pull door? Or is it just barricaded?
Or is it locked?
Let's see, Grace is at the front. She's the one that can check that out.
The easiest,
Would that be a perception?
Initially, yeah.
18.
18.
Plus 3. 21.
So 21. You do notice that the door is large, made out of heavy wood, and is bound in iron. And it does appear to have a keyhole.
Does Captain Van have a key?
I don't think Captain Van knew this place existed.
Yes, I didn't
Captain
even know
Van
this.
did not.
I didn't even know this place existed. This is all
well,
new
then
to
we
me.
need Bar. We need Bar to come over here and pry Bar it open.
Question.
You didn't even try seeing if it's locked.
And
You looked at the door. You didn't turn full or push it open. So
Yeah,
I want to try that first.
I checked it out and he said that there's a keyhole. So
Well, saying there's a keyhole doesn't mean it's locked.
yeah. Here's the thing: is you said perception check. Perception is what you can see. Investigation is what you can find. So since you did a perception, I gave you what you could see.
Seras will step up to Grace's side and say, okay, there's a keyhole. Let's see if it's locked. And proceeds to do the investigation with a 17.
Yes, it is indeed locked. You
I said, we
push on
need
the door
Barr
and it's
to
locked.
come rip the door open.
Or like turn handle, feel that it is locked. Which way is it hinged? To open outward away from us, or does it look like it opens inward toward us?
It seems to open away from you.
Right.
The way it's set, you don't see the hinges, so you can only assume that where the keyhole is, the hinges are probably on the other side of that, and that
On
means
the opposite side of the
side of the
door.
door. And since you can't see the hinges, that means the hinges are inside, meaning you have to push the door.
Okay, Barr, come push the door.
I had an idea first. So. What were you saying, bud?
Are there any small holes?
Any small holes?
Other than the keyhole, I don't think so.
I could say that I would say that there is a keyhole, but there's also, I'd say, just by your passive perception, do you see that there's a gap in the base, like underneath the door, probably about like 1.5 inches.
Okay, could I possibly wild shape into like a small enough creature to probably slide underneath it?
That's what I was looking for. Yes.
All right.
You turn into a little scooter and you.
Yeah, I was about to say from what you can assume, you can turn into a mouse that would fit underneath the door. Spider that would definitely fit. A fly that might even fit through the keyhole, depending upon how the key mechanism works.
Or, you could turn into a little garden snake, like the ones that would just cuddle up because you are warm.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna have you change your shape per se on your character sheet, but what do you turn into?
I'm gonna go ahead and turn into like she said, a little garden snake and slither my way underneath the door.
Okay. I'm mainly starting this up because you guys don't see it yet, but I'd have to show the whole thing in order for Fido to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I zoomed out way too much. There we go.
Oh no. You're immediately incinerated.
No.
Aww.
So, and to go into your thing, you had wild shifted. So let's go on ahead and change your. Where is it at? It's usually right here. Oh yeah, it's right here. Change shape. Pick. Snag.
Nick, a little boop noodle.
Yep.
I'm gonna slither under the door and then make it to the other side.
Yep. Whoop. So you snag your way underneath the door. And I'm actually going to have to adjust this again. Hold on. Scale.
Oh, good.
Because
It's neck too big.
Well, not snack too big. It's room too small.
Oh.
There we go. So yeah, so you slither your way underneath the door, Now, you're seeing everything kind of in an infrared spectrum right now.
That's perfect.
But you do notice like there's table, stools, debris, lanterns that are just faintly lighting the room. Looks like they're about to go out. And in this almost cavernous room, with a locked black door on the or no, you can't see that it's a black door. Everything's in infrared. Um, Debris strewn about various places in the room. Shelves off in one direction. This looks like some kind of storehouse or under storage.
Or, basement.
Yeah. So, what are you doing? Now that you're in here.
I just move up a little bit so that way I'm away from the door and just go ahead and turn back into my normal self so I can turn around and unlock the doors.
Okay. When you turn around and actually look at the door, yeah, you can see that there's, the latch for the key, but there's also a wooden beam across the door.
Ah, neat.
So
I just
it's not going to take much, but I will need a strength check from you.
okay.
Yeah, because your staff is on the other side of the door.
Oh no, his staff went with him.
I don't know.
19 minus 1, 18.
18?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're able. It took some effort, but with the sound of heavily sliding wood, it comes off of the brackets. It hits the ground with a loud bang. Everybody on the outside, you hear this loud wooden bang. You hear Fido grunt and then a loud wooden bang.
Fido, you're all right.
Yeah, there was a big wooden beam behind this door.
Yep. So
double locked.
You throw the latch and open the door up, and everybody else is able to get inside. Let me add everybody to the map.
Welcome to the murder room.
Welcome
More
to
like
the jungle.
storage room.
So you're all entering from this doorway here. And we can just assume... Actually, let's go on ahead and add...
Find an orc captain token. Or just some kind of female orc token.
There we go. This. Add. And then I can go into here and just... The heck? Hold on just a moment. Yeah, that would actually... Yeah, that's pretty much what she looks like. So I will go on ahead and use that and hopefully not get sued.
Okay.
Save. All right. Whoop. She comes in right behind you. So you enter this room and she goes, "What in the bloody hell is this?"
It looks like a basement.
Obviously. Why is it connected to the guardhouse?
That is the question that the door on the other side might answer.
Quite possibly, but I'd suggest maybe searching this room? Has to be of some importance.
I suppose so.
Oh, let's split up and look around.
And go over here.
Thrain will go over here.
Let me just go over here.
Okay, so what are you? I almost said, what is your quest?
My quest is for beans.
What is your name?
Tim.
What is the capital of Asidia?
Yes.
I don't know that. Ah! Oh, yeah. So, as you all are looking around, let's go in the same order. Seras, Grace, Thrain, Barr'kyrr, and Fido.
All right. Well, first thing Seras does is, this beam kind of looks weird. Like,
What do you mean beam? Like
the
the spot over
yeah.
here?
Yeah, for some
it
reason
seems
it's
to
not
be-
letting me ping.
Yeah, it seems to be a step down into that room.
Okay.
Oh, interesting design.
Visually, it be looking kind of weird because it almost looks like it goes from like a half wall to a step down.
Yeah, no, it's literally like the other thing that you all notice is the floor is not exactly flat in this area.
Yeah.
It's
That's
kind
why I
of
was.
high-sided on one end and low-sided on the other. Which
Yeah,
the odd
she
thing
just-
is if you go into that room, it's high-sided on the other side and low-sided on the opposite. So it's kind of this weird, cross tilt to that specific room that you just walked into.
Well, oddly enough, it seems to be the drainage point is at this beam step retaining wall.
Yes.
Nonsense.
So what are you looking for? No, what are you doing?
Besides noting that to everyone else.
Yeah, that's visibly obvious to everybody in the room. Just making
Well,
everybody else aware. It's visibly obvious to everybody in the room.
Yeah, the tilt in the main room is visibly obvious. I'm adding that there's a similar tilt in this little nook. That it's kind of odd.
Any investigations?
Yeah, she's gonna go over to these shelves and see what she can see.
All right.
Which is a fair bit because that is a 19 plus 2.
Okay. In that section, when checking out the shelves, you see various vials, tinctures, and bottles of various liquids. Some of them appear to be broken, others appear to be whole. Some of them still appear to be sealed with a wax cap. But the contents, you're not quite sure of.
I carefully collect the ones that are, number one, visually whole, and number two, don't seem to have any other kind of crap on them besides the wax, and bring them out to the table and set them up in a line.
Okay. You do so. Next would be Grace. What are you looking at?
I don't know, whatever's over here on this side of the room.
That corner
which
pile.
Isn't much, because I got a 7 plus 1 for investigation.
Okay, so 8. Over by those crates, you smell the smell of like rotted wood but mixed with this kind of almost a sulfury smell. And like, I know it sounds weird, but also kind of animal hide type smell.
Like wet
So
fur.
it's a basement with like storage crap that people don't want anymore.
All right, over with Thrain.
Right, so you found the refuse pile.
He'll be actively investigating for any potential like hidden containers or hidden chests, just something, like a quote unquote wall safe type of thing, just stuff that is obviously or not obviously, but hidden out of the way for potential hiding of stuff, or I don't know what would be the best way to describe it. Just looking for hidden containers.
Hidden things that might be of value.
Exactly.
Whose value, who knows?
18 plus 1 for investigation.
Nice. You don't really find any hidden containers or stuff in the walls, but you do notice that the crates that you're next to are clearly marked with types of supplies that you would normally find in tanning.
That's interesting.
Do you call that out to the rest of the room?
Yeah.
Are we in a basement of like a leather worker?
I appear to have found some things where you would tan, or at least start tanning for animal hides. At least, hopefully, animal.
I found old animal hide.
Well, the smell of old animal hide, but yes. Barr'kyrr.
You investigating that pile of crates next to you?
I looked on the screen. It looks like I found a big thing of booze. So Barr'kyrr is very
to figure out if that is a jug of booze.
is.
Take care of
Well, since there's tannin stuff, this is either alcohol that I can drink, or it's formaldehyde, which I shouldn't drink.
At this point,
He's not going to drink it anyways.
No. He wants to give the jug the sniff test to see if it is safe. Or
so if I uncork it, inhale the vapors, and pass out, then we know it's bad. So is this investigation or perception or whatever?
Survival.
I would say that would be more perception or survival because you're using your senses.
Yeah, I would say perception or survival.
Okay.
Whichever one you feel is stronger.
12.
On?
Perception.
Perception.
Okay.
You uncork it, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Alright.
Seras is just staring at you.
Total is a 23.
23. It burns your eyes and nose. It is rank. Yes, this is formaldehyde.
I recork it.
I would say it would be
so
more likely
sad.
ammonia.
Yeah, I was about to say formaldehyde and ammonia is what it smells like.
Barr'kyrr looks so sad. It's not booze.
Considering the other things, the only oddities are what I've possibly found and set here on the table, Barr'kyrr. It looks like this is a tanner's basement.
Question.
I can smell the ammonia from here.
Question. Is this stuff flammable?
Ammonia? In its liquid state, not so much.
Yeah, liquid.
The fumes,
liquid
definitely.
Alright. I'm gonna make sure that cap is nice and tight, considering there is some flickering lantern fires around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These fumes can be a smidge explosive. Mixed with certain other compounds, it gets to be significantly explosive.
Yep. And Fido.
Yeah.
The crates you're exploring, perception or investigation?
Actually, I want to see if maybe I can sense any like thing poisonous around us, because the whole poison coin we found,
Oh yeah,
and this whole
sense poison.
area.
Yeah, go for it.
So
I mean,
awareness.
aside from the formaldehyde I found
Yeah.
or whatever
Yeah,
it
besides
is.
that, I do that.
Ammonia.
Yep. So toxic awareness.
There are small vials on the table, so
Yep.
and stuff I found around the corner in that nook.
I got these 3 feet away from me.
Yeah, it basically covers the entire room.
Yeah.
So on the table where Seras has set stuff down, those are showing up on your radar. So is stuff that is beyond the wall over this way. On that shelf that she investigated. So is several points throughout this room, small, tiny little spots throughout this room.
Yeah. Just like look at everybody like, okay, everybody.
Could you mark them with a dot for us?
Sure. Let me go on ahead and go to right and draw.
Something like very bright green.
I will draw it in green. So like a spot here, and a spot here, and a spot here, and a spot on the opposite side of this wall, and a spot here, and a spot here, and a spot here, and a spot here, and a spot in this box, and a spot here, and a spot here, and 3 spots side by side here. 2 spots underneath this table, 1 spot right here, 1 spot underneath this chair, and a spot directly where she's standing. Where
York.
So here-ish.
These 3 spots started to make out the
now?
shape of a pentagram. I was
about to
going
say,
say,
where the captain is standing, like directly where the captain is standing.
Yeah, I would just like look around. Be careful, you're standing near poison.
Really?
Me or the captain?
The captain.
And she kind of steps away from it and looks down. She goes, "All I see is a dead rat."
Yeah, it carries a type of poison in it.
Oh, she moves away from it even further. And by the 2 that are on the table, they're not on the table; they're below the table.
The 2 at the table.
Yeah. But you also have the as far as poison sense goes, it's basically the entirety of here and then this area here where she set down the bottles.
So those bottles are also poisonous too.
And now here's the question: is it rat poison or deal senses not define that?
It does. Should tell me.
Okay.
It shows that 3 of the 4 bottles that she picked up that were still sealed
and clean
3 of those are rat poison. 1 of them is wyvern.
Well, 1 bottle is wyvern poison.
Which one, so I can visually distinguish? Mark the spot with red.
That one right there. As I point at the 1 bottle.
Oh yeah.
All right. So what is the?
Yeah, you do also notice that the ones that have rat poison are kind of in clear-ish bottles, and they have kind of like this cloudy mixture in it. The one that has wyvern poison in it is in a black bottle. No identifying markers.
We gotta find out whose house this is.
Here's your murder weapon, Captain, as I set it across the table.
Okay, I can't move the red mark, but okay.
Yeah. I know visually you can't move it. It's fine. But it ends up somewhere in the middle of the table, closer to the captain.
All right. Is there any other investigations you would like to attempt?
Find out whose house this is.
Seras goes over to the door leading out to see if it's locked.
Okay. You touch the handle?
After I get an all clear from Fido, there doesn't seem to be any poison on it, does it?
No,
I
you're
mean, I'm wearing
completely fine.
gloves,
No
so
poison there. Even if you were, I can always make the toxin go away.
right. Is a 17.
17 for what?
To check if the door's unlocked.
Oh, okay. So you grab the handle?
Yeah, after Fido says there's no poison on it.
Or you grab the latch and unlatch it?
Whatever mechanism to open the door is, yes.
Yeah.
I
You grab the latch and give it a little bit of a push, and then you hear a click. I need you to make a dexterity save.
Alright, that is a +6.
Let's see.
Say, she pulls the lever and explodes.
18 plus 6. My dice roller's being stupid again. Just a moment. It's 18 plus 6.
9, 20, 22, 23, 24.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be 24. Okay. Well, that's a success. So, you
So
do
I jump back down the stairs.
You do take half of 19 in, I guess you might say, slash damage, because it would have been piercing, but they just graze you. The door was trapped.
So that is.
Now, it was a mundane trap. Otherwise, it would have been piercing damage. Or no, that was a mundane trap, so it didn't have any poison in it.
Fucking ow!
Thrain will
As I
immediately
clutch my hand to my chest.
his medical senses will immediately go over as he does let's see, make sure I'm doing it right. Healing touch on her for probably should do second level for her. So
Well,
I'll
it's
do
9 points of damage,
It's
so
9 points
yeah,
of
it's kind of a
damage.
deep cut on her hand.
That's fine. Yeah, the 2d8 should be more than that, just in case I roll low. Which I actually know, just enough actually. 8 total to heal.
Let's see.
Alright,
With
so she
Plus
just got
your
a
wisdom mod, right?
scratch left.
Yeah, you included your wisdom mod on that, right?
I think I did. Yeah, wisdom mod +4.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, with also your divine domain. Any healing you perform adds your proficiency bonus to the healing total. So yeah.
We're good.
So your proficiency is +3 at the moment. So that's an additional 3. So 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points.
Okay, so that just heals me completely.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the only thing left is the cut in the glove and a little bit of blood on the surface of it. That hurt.
So
Definitely say that whoever lives here definitely did not want people to get in here.
More like getting out. It's trapped.
Yep, I'm going to go to the City Watch Captain and
Let's see. And I spend a minute fixing my glove with Hand of Restoration.
yep.
Nobody takes this evidence with us.
She checks the table and says, "Well, other than the dead rats underneath it, I don't really see anything. There's little scraps of something here, but I can't make out what it is." AKA, I need somebody to do a better perception check than 10.
I'll pass the perception. 17.
17. You notice on the table, and move you over towards the table, that there are these small scraps of paper. Seems to have burn marks around the edges.
Like they were trying to destroy it, but this area is too damp, or the paper was at the time.
Yep. But on the pieces that you can recover, you only get to see these words, and I will go on ahead and copy these and send them directly to you in a direct message.
Which you can, if you want, put into podcast chat.
Okay. Let's see.
After the fact.
Ah, okay. So I just
Or you can
look
copy it
at
into shard chat.
Or you could just read
Or
it
say
out
it.
loud.
read it out loud.
Yeah, you can read it out loud. I'm just saying if you wanted, you could put it in podcast chat or the shard chat too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read it out loud. It looks like it says box confirmed, loose and secured, returning to K.
Strange.
Does K ring any bells to you, guard captain?
Like someone's name?
That's all it says.
You bring that up to her, and she's like, well, "It looks like section of it was burnt off."
Is that city?
Say the same thing, Grace. K as in Kalor. Like, the coin is from Kalor, so returning to Kalor makes sense.
Yeah, and just to let you know, the note says returning to capital K A E, and then the rest of it has been burnt.
Yep, pretty sure that's Kalor. What's on this shelf?
Poison.
A bunch of broken poison vials.
Bunch of poison vials.
Please don't touch those.
Touch them with your mouth. Do it.
Oh God!
Yeah, I see him going and say, "What's on this shelf?" and I just go. Fido and I at the same time said, "A bunch of poison." I've already removed what wasn't damaged and covered in other things.
Okay.
Can we take this bottle of wyvern poison with us?
Well, I moved it so that it was closer to the captain, so if she wants to take it, and I told her
here's the
this
thing:
is the murder weapon.
You've been told by this other person.
Yeah, we gotta get physical proof.
There's extra in it if you give them physical proof.
Yeah, but
Barr'kyrr will go delicately handle the
money.
The rat poison bottles that are by themselves now. Because I don't know if the guard captain picked up the bottle of wyvern poison from the middle of the table.
She hasn't yet.
Yeah, Far will go ahead and pick up the bottle of wyvern poison.
If you poison yourself, it's on you.
I'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
I take just a strip of cloth, and I use that to grab the vial, and we also then tie the cloth around the vial, making sure it's secure, and then bag it.
Make sure the cork is fully secured to the bottle.
Just real quick.
The cork and the wax.
I will say this also with Fido, from your understanding of how certain things burn, not trying to be rude, but this doesn't look like it was like set on fire, as in like purposely burned.
It looks like candle spark fell onto it, but the wet. No?
Lantern oil.
Could it have been from when they blew us up?
The lantern oil.
The question is, do you want to do another type of check on these pieces specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
What check? What check?
Well, let's see.
I think that
It seems to be a message that was, for some reason, burned, but it doesn't look like it was burned by anything physical.
Oh,
so
Arcana check.
arcane.
Yeah, okay. Okay. 19, 20, 22.
22.
Yeah.
You kind of recognize, you've seen this happen before, that somebody that knows the arcane had given somebody a type of scroll that they could write a message on, and then it would burst into fire and be consumed, and then be transported in a plume of fire and smoke on the other end whole. But if the thing is made wrong, it'll partially destroy the message. That seems to be these are pieces of a sending missive.
Sending scroll.
Yes.
Seems like they failed on trying to destroy it completely.
Oh no, it doesn't destroy it. It's supposed to transport it. What you have is a
Oh.
partial message that never made it through.
You see, it is a third-rate sending scroll that failed to activate properly.
Yep.
Basically, if Barr tried to make one from scratch.
Well, let's take it with us.
Yeah, pocket that piece as well. We can get more money for it.
We get more money.
Okay, yeah. Are you just thinking of your wallet?
Apparently he is.
As of right now, yeah.
Hold on, Barr'kyrr. This is with her saying, "Are you thinking of your wallet?" It's just for a half second. For a half second, you hear the Russian national anthem, "Our Wallet."
Oh no!
Our wallet. Oh.
However it fucking goes. No offense to any of our Russian listeners. We hate everyone equally.
We hate all governments equally.
Anyway. Sorry, just our wallet.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that passed through Arcus's head. Straight into Barr'kyrs.
So you said this door was trapped, right?
Yes, it
Not
rather
anymore.
hurt my hand quite a lot. I don't know if it's still trapped. I would use your
I
hand
can
axe.
fix it.
Let's break it
Pulls
down.
out my great axe.
No,
This is how you
Sarah
pick a lock.
specifically said hand axe.
Wait, make sure it's not
No. You need the big one for this.
Oh, jeez.
Like, Grace, you might be a little too close.
I'm gonna help with advantage.
Okay.
Okay,
Give
so
the help
I'm
action in the form of holding Ash up high in the air so he can see very well.
No, I'd say
All
both
right,
of you, instead of using an axe, you just both kick the door.
Yeah, that'd be
You know
better.
what, that could work.
I think my idea of Grace standing sort of behind him while holding her sword very high aloft so he can really see the mechanism well. For her help action makes
She
the
gives
most
me
sense.
extra light so I can hit the crucial point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
instead of investigating, I'm gonna break this door down so the trap can't be used again.
What if it's top of
Also,
the
out.
I mean, you do see some of Seras' blood there in front of the door, and possibly where the mechanism retracted. Especially now that Grace is holding her sword aloft.
That's how you lockpick these things, right?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, you go for the hinge side. Because the trap's on the latch side, so going for the hinge side makes the most sense.
He's casting the spell Knock. The hinge is off.
Yes, the barbarian spell Knock.
Yes. All right. So I just make an attack roll, right?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, either a strength roll at advantage or an attack roll at advantage, because Grace is giving you extra light to see by.
Okay, so at advantage. All right. I'm also gonna do my my great weapon expert ability. So it drops my total down, but
Your total
I
to
got like an
hit, but
8.
it boosts your
Yeah,
damage.
it's a door, so that's like an 18.
That hits.
All
It's
right.
a door.
Um, to make sure this door is really smashed, I'm also going to power strike it.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, he wants to
The
get
door
revenge
is
for
now in
hurting
splinters in
Seras.
the 5th dimension.
No, he's getting
Is
vengeance
there
on the
anything
door
else I
for
can
hurting
add?
Seras.
Nah, I don't think so. All right, so this is a D12 plus 2d6.
Are you
Oh
wanting to?
Jesus!
Are you wanting to push the door?
No, he
The door
bashing.
is gone, sir. Okay, so in total, that is going to be a 44 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you've successfully
With the door being
avenged Seras' injury.
with the door being already unlatched and partially open, and the mechanism being used, the door just pops off and flies about 10 feet away.
Wait, towards
No
them or
doors, no problem.
I mean, Seras was in a little too much pain to notice that the door had actually opened.
Yep.
Okay, we go.
Let's have one horror campfire story people often tell. The one that goes, "Here's Johnny."
Yep. But beyond the door is a stack of scrap wood and rain barrels that seem to have been blocking the sight line of the door. There's also some tall grass around the edges to give it even more concealment.
There is no
Interesting. So we're
house?
just like in. So we're just outside a house, or like in the tree line.
You seem to be outside the tannery.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like right next to the tannery.
Because you can very much smell it now.
Oh yeah, it hits you.
The tannery is a fair distance outside of town, with a lot of trees blocking it from town.
Yep.
Okay.
Just to give you perspective on where it is in the map.
Yeah, just put my character on where we landed.
Yep. The endpoint is actually roughly about here.
Okay.
Okay.
So the tannery's about there.
Well, Thrain's character anyway.
Yeah, I just grabbed one of you at random.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Where's the tanner?
It's technically off
that's a
the
good
map.
question. Guard Captain, do you know the tanner personally at all, or like?
Where's the tanner?
Let's see. She says,
He's asleep and we can just go drag him out screaming?
No,
no.
It's tannery. It's after breakfast. He's definitely awake and doing stuff.
Yeah. She goes, well, seeing as how the Tana's seeing as how the Tana was in town not too long ago, or in town Maine too long ago, I don't see why he wouldn't be here. But still, she looks over at the pieces of parchment that Fido was looking at and says, "This is no longer just about a dead goblin, though." She looks over towards the door and says, "Somebody knew about your cargo, and someone was sent to silence the prisoner." And it sounds like they're in Kalor planning their next move.
Alright. First, we should probably search the house. But second,
Well, the tennis house
if
isn't
the
going
guy
to.
isn't in there, I want to backtrack to the underground river bit. I
Barr'kyrr.
want to see where that ends.
Barr'kyrr. It's not. The Tanner's isn't a house. It's a shop.
Oh.
And manufacturing place. Nobody lives
Yeah,
here.
nobody lives at the tannery.
The
Never mind.
smell is too horrifying to stay more than like 6 or 7
You know where the
hours
tanner
at a
lives?
time.
The tanner lives in town.
Yeah, he has to probably
possibly
bathe like 5 or 6 times before he can go into town.
we could possibly go and see if he's still there.
We can see if he's at his shop, since it's literally nearby.
But afterward, I definitely want to go back to the underwater channel thing. Because I am curious, like, where does the water end at? Because if it's coming in from the river, where is it flowing to? And if that could be a possible escape route that whoever killed the goblin took.
And that could be. But that is something that we'll have to find out in the next session. Because we are up against the wall on time, people. So thank you ever so much for watching. Please be sure to check out our Discord. Let me just go on ahead and Discord and send that.
I got it just a second before you. So Nightbot will not respond to your command request.
Okay. And follow us on our socials whenever we make those live. Keep an eye out on our website, archosaurtt.com, for news and updates on when we will be releasing and getting stuff for Rise of Lost Legends ready to go. There will be a web page that'll be up on there, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. And until next time, keep adventuring, my friends, and stay safe.
And thank you, Matsu, for the follow and for watching session 3.
Yep, we will
Bye.
be
Take
doing
care,
this.
everyone. Stay safe out there.
We will be doing this weekly on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Central Time. So,
yes. And thank you, Leia, for watching. This will be going up on the YouTube in a couple hours.
Yeah. So, alrighty. Y'all have a good one.
That was nice.
We've walked through forests, sailed the seas, fought through shadows, chased the breeze. Together we've written a tale so bold of courage, heart, and treasure untold. Through every trial, through storm and flame, we found the light, we made our name. Though this chapter's come to rest, the journey's end is just a test. Keep adventuring, my friends. The road never truly ends. Though the story fades tonight, new horizons rise with the light. So keep adventuring, my friends. In every heart a tale ascends. With every breath the world unfolds. Keep adventuring forever bold. the journey sky. Keep adventuring, my friends. The road never truly ends. Though the story fades tonight,